dreamers, and welcome back to PERLA'S Dreams. Cancer, this is your reading. And again, guys, these are general readings, so only take whatever resonates and leave the rest. The intentions for these readings are always about evolution, self-growth, and that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Cancer, you have a lot of things that you're trying to get in order, or a lot of things that you're trying to organize. This feels like why am I picking up this energy of like somebody trying to make their will, or trying to put everything like in a trust fund? It's this energy of like trying to get organized for just in case. Just in case. Maybe some of you are going to have like this may their sense, excuse me guys, I'm sorry, I don't know why it's coming up that way. There seems to be this a fear here when it comes to dying. So when I say that, maybe some of you are going for like a routine procedure. Maybe you're going into surgery, but it's like a routine surgery or something like that. But it's really making you think about this space of like, do I have all of my like finances and like my own personal directive like in order and type of thing. So and if you're not going into surgery, there's still this sense of like fear around you like dying and not leaving everything in order. So maybe you have a friend or somebody there may have been a death of somebody that is around your age, and it was something that was unexpected. Again, it may have been like a routine surgery. It may have been because it's something that was not expected. Like the outcome was like the extreme outcome that happened, and somebody may have passed away. And this has brought you into a space of like, I need to get all my shit in order. Like I need to make sure like, this is under like, this is going to go to whoever's staying with the kids, or this is going to go to whoever stays with the dog. So whatever it is. And like, I don't want to be hooked up to this. I don't want to be hooked up to that. Like I want my ashes. I want to be cremated. Like that type of energy is what I'm picking up when it comes to you guys. And it's just that you need to figure out where this fear of dying. I don't know. I don't want. That's the thing. I don't want to say it's necessarily a fear of dying. I feel it's a fear of not leaving your affairs in order before you die that is coming through. So do with that whatever you may. Deal with it the way that you feel that is correct, or the way that you feel that is right. Maybe you had a scare and you had a car accident. It's like, oh shoot, like, I could have died in that car accident or whatever it is. Like there is something of an underline of that aspect. Something has scared you into the space of like, I don't have my affairs in order. And that is what a lot of this month is about. It's like figuring out how to get a lot of these things in order for your own like mental state, or like your own mental like safety is what I'm picking up. Because if this energy is not addressed, I feel like it's going to become an overriding, like over exhausting energy that is going to be like plaguing your mind. The way that I want to say it. Okay. So let's see. There is a space here of like some of you may have been feeling like a fish out of water, meaning you may have been in a space, or you are in a space where you feel like you no longer see yourself, or you no longer recognize yourself. There is this, so some of you are allowing yourself to like just be, which is beautiful. I love that energy, don't get me wrong. I love that. That's like the best energy to be in. It's like just be. But it feels unfamiliar. It feels weird. Like just being. There's this uncomfortableness within that space. And I feel that we all experience it. And this is why it's always good, like when you're starting anything that you're starting, anything that you're going to try to evolve into, sometimes it's good to kind of like take it. And I know that for everyone is different. Some people can just jump into something and their body adjust right away, but not everyone's body is the same, and it's not the same in every circumstance, right? There are things that I can change and my body accepts automatically, like without any resistance. And then there's certain things that I want to evolve or I want to grow into, and my body meets resistance. So that change within myself has to be very gradually. And that's what I feel like this whole space of just being is something that you have to have a lot of grace with yourself, and you have to really allow yourself to like ease into it. So whatever new path you're choosing to walk, or whatever new things that you're choosing to go into, ease into it with, and have a lot of grace for yourself, have a lot of compassion for yourself, and have a lot of love for yourself as you're navigating these new waters. Because this whole fish without like fish out of water type of energy can sometimes set you back more, in a sense, like when you try to go into something too fast, or you try to force yourself, whether it's physically or mentally or whatever, to believe in something that goes completely opposite of what you've grown up with. Sometimes your body can get into a shock or into a state where you just you retreat all the way back because of the fear, and then it takes you twice as long to like start to move forward again. So be very careful when you're navigating those waters, that you're really listening to your intuition and to how it is that your spirit, your body, your mind wants to go ahead and navigate through these spaces. Just because fulanita or fulanito did it this way or that way doesn't mean that that's the way that you're meant to do it. Um, because that is coming up. Um, for those of you that are, and I want to say new, and when I say that, it's like some of the energies that I'm picking up from a lot of you cancers is like you really didn't believe in in the spiritual aspects of life. For those of you that are listening, there seems to be like this, there seems to have been like this resistance when it came to um believing, like whether it's in tarot, believing like in energy work or medicine work, or like plant medicine work, or whatever it is. But there is something either that is has sparked an interest in learning about it and seeing what is really underneath this, or there has been a transformative experience that you've personally have where now you're allowing yourself to open up, or maybe you're coming from a religious background and evolving into more of like the spiritual aspect of living. And again, this is where you have to really listen to your spirit, listen to your intuition as you're navigating these waters, because certain things can be a big shock for the body physically, certain things can be a big shock for the mind. So regardless of whatever it is, learn to navigate at your own timing, like your own rhythm, like follow your own rhythm. If you come from a very strict religious upbringing, or no religious upbringing, whatever it is like there was a sense of like things were done in this way, like you had to follow all of these steps, or you had to follow all of these rules. And now spirit is inviting you to go at your own rhythm, to learn to embrace the spiritual aspect of yourself at your own rhythm. Excuse me, guys, my throat is like really drying today. And for those of you that have been on this spiritual path for a longer time, is like you're, as you continue to evolve, is like you're now stepping back and reflecting of how it is like how it is that your rhythm is. And I keep on saying rhythm because that's the way that I keep on seeing. I keep seeing this energy of like these kind of like swaying dancing type of energy of like, yeah, this is the way, this is my path. Like my path is not just straight, it's like it weaves through all of these different dimensions and all of these different frequency, and I'm just kind of like learning how to just be within that space without wanting to go from here to here like in a split of a second, but instead like navigating that space, that water that spirit is making me, like leading me through. And I was gonna say making me go through. So some of you, when it comes to this whole spiritual aspects of things, you're having a challenging time with surrendering to spirit and surrendering to your path, because you're looking at it as this whole word. When this word making me came out of out of my mouth, my body reacted with this restriction, with this energy, and I'm like, huh, what is that? And it's like some of you are like, well, I left religion because I didn't want to be I didn't want to be submitted to something, or I didn't want to be forced to believe in something, or I didn't want to be forced to do something of that energy. So like when spirit is leading you, right, to a path, you're almost feeling like there is this triggering within you of like, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want. And spirit is like, it's fine. If you don't want to, you don't have to. And there again, there's this navigating these waters of like how you choose to perceive things, how you choose to perceive the meaning of words. There seems to be this space of like there are a lot of words that are triggering you during this time, like submission, like there's this space of like discipline, or this space of making you, or taking you, or showing you, and it's like you want it free from all of it, but you also want to be a part of it. So it's kind of like conflicting within itself. Like you want spirit to get you to a place where you feel connected, where you feel part of the like that oneness energy, but you don't want to be led through the path that allows you to do that. So the only advice that can be given at this time is really listen to your rhythm, go with your own flow, listen to your intuition. If you're somebody that has to get something confirmed 3 times before moving forward, then ask for that confirmation, whatever that is for you, and trust me, that spirit will come through. Spirit is not going to let you you're never going to be left hanging, like completely honest. For some of you, there is this building of trust between you and spirit that is happening at this moment in time, and I can hear my voice changing, and I don't understand why. I don't have a cold or anything. My voice just keeps changing, and it's been doing it since I started recording this morning. So I apologize in advance. But there is this dance that you and spirit are having at the moment. And again, it may have been because of a strict religious background, or the lack of whatever it is, whatever your extreme was, that you're walking into the spiritual path. You're dancing with spirit, and this dance during this time has a lot to do with trust, with learning to trust in spirit, with learning to trust in spirit, that there's not an alternative meaning, or an alternative reason for why you're being led down a certain path, other than for your own evolution, your own growth. So lean into this trust, into this faith. There seemed to be this space of negotiating back and forth, like this grace period, or this grace room space, for you to ask for what it is that you need, or what it is that you want, in order to feel secure, in order to feel safe, as you continue to walk down that path, whatever that path may be for you. There's this sense of wanting to be more, wanting to do more, wanting to help humankind in a bigger, more expressive way is the way that it's coming. But in order for you to get into that place, maybe you may have had a vision of seeing yourself helping others or whatever, but it's like in order for that vision to come into play, or in order for that vision to manifest, it all has to start with you. Like, how can you help others evolve and grow if you yourself haven't done so, if you yourself haven't given yourself that space to do it? So we are all continuously like teaching each other something, right? We're all echoing things or people that we have met in the past through our communications, through the way that we connect with people, right? So if you want, or if you feel that this is a calling for you, right? This space of like coming in and helping people like evolve, or helping people grow a business, or helping people learn how to dance, or helping people, whatever it is that you feel deep down inside of yourself that you were called to do, you must first embody that in order to become a teacher of it. And that's kind of like what spirit is trying to like show you, or spirit has been trying to come across, like, hey, this is what you've asked for, this is what you want, this is the path that leads to it. And as we're walking down this path, there are going to be things that are going to be triggering to you. There are going to be things that we're going to have to reprogram or rewrite within yourself to allow you to get there, because of these past experiences, because of these past challenges, because of this past trauma, whatever it may be. This has to be rewritten, this has to be accepted, and then we have to write a new story to move forward. Because if we continue to carry along and drag along like the same story, then we're going to continue on with the same outcome. So if you look at like the definition of insanity, is doing the same thing but expecting a different outcome. So a lot of you are wanting to progress, or wanting to evolve in a different way, but you're holding on really tight to an old way of doing things, or to an old way of thinking that is not allowing you to move past it, that is not allowing you to evolve. So let's take some time and really look and see, like, okay, what is it that you need, how is it that you need, or what is it, I should say, that you need from spirit in order to really lean into that trust and into that faith that you're being asked to have during this time. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out an oracle card as your closing message. We have the Medicine Heart oracle cards. This deck was recently gifted to me by a client. It's probably like I want to say it's the second deck out of 3 that she's gifted me, and it's an amazing deck. So we're going to pull out an oracle card for your closing. So give me one card for Cancer. This is a very beautiful, like, magical type of space for you guys to be in during this time. Because again, whatever it was that scared you into like either looking into like spiritual things or getting your affairs in order or whatever, it is a pivotal moment, is what I want to say. Pivotal moment. Like, this time is something that you're going to be talking about, and that you're going to be remembering like 10-15 years down the line. Like, yeah, during that time this and this happened, and that led to this, and I see how it all unfolded, how, you know, the spiritual path unfolded, like how your gifts unfolded and all of this stuff. And it's all tied down to like this moment in time, in which it's how you choose to move forward with it. Let's go ahead and let's pull out an oracle card. Just one card, Spirit. One card. Alright. So you guys have 2 cards. I was going to put one back, but then it's like, no, we need both of them. So we have the Beauty of Ib and Master Materia Medica. So these are your 2 cards. I mean, I don't think they're both going to stay up, but we can try. We'll start off with the number 4 first. My number 4. Matter materia medica. You have an innate spiritual capacity, excuse me. You have an innate spiritual capacity to heal yourself, tame wild forces, and generate light. Your heart can naturally attract all that you need to heal and accomplish your life purpose. Positive manifestation can unfold rapidly in your life like fast growing baboon. The red hibiscus of the divine feminine symbolizes the flow of positive energies towards you and repelling of the negative. Rest your inner gaze within your heart, and you will align yourself with the positive turnaround of events that will generate sweetness in your life and spiritual benefits for all beings. So again, this energy or this space that has led you guys into your spiritual path is, I feel like it's very strong, and you are to make a very huge impact in the world. And with that comes a lot of challenges of like how you navigate the spiritual realm and how you navigate the your spiritual path. And again, I keep hearing this energy of like trust and have faith. uh there are battles within yourself that you have to face so that then you can lead others when they're facing those battles themselves. So in order for you to be, so look at this time as a learning experience to what it is that you're going to be doing in the future. So the way that you navigate these challenges within yourself and the way that you allow yourself to evolve and grow is the key to how you are going to help others do the same. Beauty of Ib. The way of the heart is the way of spiritual genius. Love is the divine elixir of the heart, and it is trustworthy intelligence capable of creativity and transformation. Partake of that medicinal soul tonic by attuning to the wisdom, sweetness, and generosity that dwell within your heart. Heart knowing manifest visions through the magnetic magic of attraction, which often supersedes logic. Embrace your heart and embrace yourself with love and positive expectations. An exquisite expression of your soul is naturally arising from the divine foundation of your heart. So look at it this way, Cancer. The resisting or the triggering words or whatever that is happening at this moment in time as you're walking to your path is not by accident. Again, there's something deeper within that space that is going to allow you to help others when you are finally in a position to help, when you are finally in a position to teach and to lead. So I would be, if I were you, very mindful of what is coming through, what is triggering you, and how you are navigating those spaces, because that is in essence the tools that you're going to be using in the future to help others navigate through the same space. So it is a very powerful reading for you guys. It is very beautiful. And I send you guys a lot of grace and a lot of love during this time as you allow yourself to, dance to your own rhythm as you're dancing back and forth with spirit during this beautiful time. That is all for today. As always, thank you for all your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and do so. We would love to have you. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Love you all. Bye-bye.